Do we romanticize serial killers? Or does the film industry? Listen, guys, shows like Dexter, you are fiction, right? So, although there are questionable parts of the show that have made me kind of stop watching Dexter, besides, anything after season 4 being not good, it's it's kind of all right because it's fiction, right? But see now, the Menendez brothers, Ed Gein and Dahmer from the Netflix series Monster were real people with real victims who had victims' family. And all the actors casted for these roles, whether they were actually attractive in real life or not, doesn't matter, because they were casted in these different shows, monster series on Netflix, and they're all handsome, or like meant to be handsome. The only one that I can think that they try to make ugly is Dahmer, for like the Dahmer movie, but the Menendez brothers and Ed Gein is meant to be like models. It just doesn't make any sense. Like Ted Bundy being good looking and using his charm to lure women, I could see that, Netflix doing that because that makes more sense. But Ed Gein, that doesn't make any sense. He was this old farmer that would wear women's skin. What about that says, photo shoot? And guys, I bet zero money because I know that I'm right. I, I bet nothing. But Netflix would not do a series about John Wayne Gacy because John Wayne Gacy was old, fat, and a PDF file. They're not going to do a series about him. He's too fat. He's too blubberish. They don't actually want that. That'd be too disturbing. No, 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 no. They want someone good looking so that you keep watching. But then it means, does that make us the problem? We'll get back to that. See now, Dahmer, the movie was good. The ending seemed kind of disingenuous. The Menendez brother was good, and it made sense. The poster didn't make much sense. Like, why are they under blue lighting? Like, why did they look at me like they're sirens? And why are they shirtless? So the poster for Menendez brothers doesn't make much sense. And then the middle-aged man who is pretty decently looking, like objectively attractive, with muscles, wearing a white tank top, is meant to play Ed Gein? And he's wearing the lighting. The lighting is like this really nice green, spooky lighting. His facial expressions are meant to be very like, not really, but they're meant to look good, right? He's wearing a white tank top to show off his arm, yeah. And then he's holding a chainsaw like, oh, life. That's what he looks like when he's holding the chainsaw. It doesn't make any sense. And then people turn these like hot killers that were not anything near of the sort like that in real life, they turn it into TikTok edits. So then it's like, okay, are these films the problem or are we the problem? Like my shirt says America's favorite serial killer. Am I the problem? I think I must be because there's a bunch of people too that are making like Sigma Beta Male edits of Patrick Bateman, and Christian Bale, the guy who plays him, was like, you guys look dumb. Stop putting me in these edits. They're dumb. Like, you're not cute, you're not fun. It's not cute. So it's like, well, we're making edits of these people and who knows what else. So are we the problem? I mean, at least Dexter and you are fictional, right? But there's a lot of people who are like, okay, guys, I'm going to talk about a gruesome murder and put on my makeup and have a sponsorship while I talk about these victims and their families and how gruesome it was. Like, just how out of touch we are sometimes. That's just what I want to highlight. And then people are asking for retrials because of these shows and movies, and it's like they're in prison, likely without parole for a reason. Like, that's the point. And then this thing has been here since, like, Ted Bundy writing love letters. Like, a man who's attractive will literally bash his girlfriend's face into the wall and kill a cop and, oh, wow, but I could fix you. Yeah. And then as a result of people asking for retrials, people making edits, and people sending love letters, these killers have pride for what they do because of all these people flocking to them, because Netflix either dilutes it or says this and that, and just, or we think, oh, well, they're just so attractive, they're misunderstood, they have family issues or whatever else. And my opinion is that Netflix needs to go back to document series. Netflix needs to go back to, like, making documents, or not documents, docu-series about killers and stuff, because this whole, like, because movies are meant to be, like, very aesthetically pleasing, they're meant to draw you in, but sometimes some of the best movies are good because they're so unsettling. For example, one of my favorite movies, horror-ish thriller movies, is Nefarious. And it's a good movie because it's weird. It's not very aesthetically pleasing. It makes you uncomfortable. That's why that movie is good. And they're in, like, one place the entire movie, which is in prison. If you don't know what it is, go watch it. It's a good movie. So, it's like, if you're gonna make a movie, at least make it, like, have a point. Make it be genuine. Because a lot of the endings for these serial killer movies based on real people, the endings are not genuine. They're just like, oh, he did this, this, and this, but, maybe he's okay, guys, because of this little detail. Because he had childhood trauma. Who doesn't have childhood trauma? That doesn't mean you get to go kill and slaughter people. Like, what? So, just the way they try and explain the story, it doesn't make you feel bad for them. It just makes you say, that was kind of weird taste in my mouth, like that. Okay. And it's like I said, Ted Bundy was an attractive guy. A bunch of ladies liked him, and he used that charm to get what he wanted, right? So I could see casting actual hot actors for that. Otherwise, you should make it as real as possible, alright? Also, think about the victim's family. Hey guys, today we're going to be doing makeup and talking about this gruesome murder. Or, hey guys, look at my cool super duper edit of this person who played the serial killer. Whoa, so cool, dude. There's some cool music and blah blah blah. And I'm gonna dress up as them for Halloween, and I'm gonna send a love letter to them, and I'm gonna ask for a retrial. It's like, it's not just Netflix and the greed for money, but it's also ourselves, okay? Now, why do we like this kind of stuff? Well, I think that the reason is that we're drawn to danger. We're drawn to having adrenaline. without actually like being in danger, right? You want to feel the thrill without actually being there. But the problem is when we are just blinded by someone's beauty or handsomeness and we're just like bloop blah bloop, but they're so handsome, they're so cute, blue blue plop. So honestly, guys, I think that we as consumers are the problem, but I also think that Netflix and other like series that glamorize this stuff are also the problem. So I think it's both sides of the tracks kind of problem where we both gotta take into consideration what we are consuming, you know. And honestly, guys, I don't watch Dexter anymore because of like just as a Christian, it's like I don't really know, especially because there's a bunch of sex scenes. Like it's just weird. Obviously, I bought this after I figured that out. So I'm still gonna keep this shirt. I'm not gonna wear it out in public. That's free advertising. But it's like we as consumers just gotta be careful. Consuming isn't just what makeup products and whatever else you buy for your stinky self. But consuming is also what are we watching? What are we listening to? What are we letting our minds be altered with, basically? So I think it's like, it's just both sides. Us and the people who make these movies and shows. They can make whatever they want, but we gotta understand that it's not real life and they just want like a cash grab, basically. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that the companies are all to blame? The ones making these films, are we all to blame as people looking at this content and consuming it? Is it a bit of both? Is it a bit of one side or the other more? Like, what do you guys think? And what's your experience with people romanticizing killers or just whatever else of similar stuff? Let me know in the comments what you guys think and have an awesome, awesome day. Bye!